Hi guys, welcome to my next game. So this is 3 out of 4 that I'm doing in a set. Please catch the other 3 that I'm posting. So this is an interesting game that I'm going to show you. Let's get right into it. Welcome in, welcome in. So here we have three diamonds. Okay, so and you have 3 zergs that are on the diamond side. You see the loading is really fast because my computer is a beast and it loads really fast. So in this map, it's a little bit scary because um, when you're playing good Zerg players, they expand all over the place. They have all kinds of units. It can be pretty scary. There's a little bit of trash banter or chat banter going on. Zillion is higher than Bell. Yeah, of course it is. And this guy says lower, and he's just fooling around. This purple player whose name is Zillionaire. I say no, it's not higher. I get into it. Um, but on this side, okay, I am. This is I'm Protoss. I think it's me here. Yeah, there's a Zerg and there's a Terran, so it's a nice mix. But if they attack early, it's really hard to defend these early areas here because the entrance is big to defend here, and there's a second one in the back of the base, and it's also a very big one. So it's impossible to defend these areas cleanly here early. So what do I do? I'm usually doing a pylon and then nexus. What I do is I recognize the dynamics of the game, the map, and also the players in it. I have a choice to expand here or here, and I expand this. I choose to expand here. So I send my probe here. Do you know why I choose to expand here? I choose to expand here because I'm going to be able to create next to my nexus a pylon, some buildings, and then some of my defensive structures. So the Protoss defensive structures in 3v3 are the best. The only things that comes close to it is a planetary fortress. But the planetary fortress is very expensive, and you can't place it here easily. It's going to take a long time to build, and it's going to cost a lot of money. Just making 1 or 2 cannons here is a really strong, solid early defense if it's supported by other stuff. And buildings too. You can put buildings here to just create interference. So that's why I go here because I have a better potential for defense here with units that are non-supply gobbling. Okay, my strategy is always is usually 99% of the time to angle towards what's good for my team and what's good for the win. So since I've gone here, well, red's gonna expand at the other spot. So you can see here, red is here. Oh, he didn't build it yet, but it's gonna come. There it is. So so now I'm a bit thinking about how I'm going to set up my defense. I don't want to spend too much money on it, but I definitely want to do it because with 3 Zergs, for sure, you're going to be getting Ling Rushed by one of the 3, for sure. So now I set up my gateway in front. It's a tech structure. I need to build it. But I set it up in a way so that it actually creates a nice protective top and bottom layer to an existing cannon. It helps the cannon to be prevented to be completely surrounded by Zerg. Entirely strategic. I'm maxed out here. Actually, I'm not at 16. I should be at 16 here, but anyways, I'm at 15. It's not bad, but I should be 16. I've set up my new rally point to go here. Already you can see the Ling attack coming in, as I said it would. And the cannon is not finished being built, but it's almost there. There's a little bit of distraction. At least there's a scouting overlord that helps us to see things coming. Finally, my cannon is in. Got a couple of hits in. And the Zerglings will use the cannon to help to ward these off. And you see, they're not one rushing, they are 2. They will always do it. It's a smart thing to do, but at the same time, it's also a risk, and there's not a huge commitment onto this rush. Oh, well, purple is all in on it. He's got fast speed now. And he's going to use that speed to run past the defense. But this player here, the Dark Hero Maru, he's a master player. So he'll be using the absolute top tactics to defend. So you see he's squeezing his queen between 2 buildings to make the queen hard to surround. He's defending with the queen and also with the drones. This is a good way. Yellow should be attacked killing the drones here. This is ridiculous. Not yellow, I mean orange. So he's being attacked by actually 2 players. So teal is defending really well. Nobody on my team is helping him, but I'm pumping out a Zealot. Here, my cannon went down, but I killed a lot of Zerglings doing it, and I'm just going to recall in that cannon at the right spot. Finally, a Reaper is built and sent to help. The Spine is also finished being built, so... And he lost his queen, but he'll just remake it. He's okay. Now I'm chrono boosting my Zealot. This is not good. I shouldn't lose the Zealot, but... Well, I would have lost it, but anyways, he's more interested in attacking the Teal, and Teal also has Banes now, so Teal is very safe now. So things will stabilize a bit for Team Godfather or Team Me. My two Zealots that I have are helping a lot here. So it's just there's a lot of like army on the field. Nobody likes a Protoss player that makes no units on the ground. You know, if they're going for Void Rays or whatever, like what I'm doing, it would make me quite unpopular with my team if I had not made a couple of Zealots. So the Teal says thank you. Oh, because he took a Bane Rush, a big Bane Rush. Let's take a look. Return. Go back a bit. Oh, there was not a Bane Rush. It was just he used the Banes. Oh, it was a Bane Rush. And he was just absorbed by the... So this Teal player says, come team, come attack, come. Like, I'm going for air. I'm not going to have air at 4:30. This guy's just being annoying, but I mean, if red has units, red should send. But there's Johnny Yellow Zerg here has a lot of roaches, which is hard counter for everything that Teal has here. They're going to do a loop around. So anyways, he should be making SCVs here. It's what I would say here, it's still close. But purple and orange are particularly behind because they did both one base rushes. This is a little bit nuts on their part. And that's the reason why we can say that confidently that they're behind. But our defense was some solid stuff on our part. You can see here as a defense, okay, I made a second cannon because I can see how aggressive the enemies are. Making a second cannon would be prudent. I send in my Zealots to help on the defense a little bit. It is good because these Helens were not enough, but I mean, there's enough time for reinforcements to arrive. I don't know if he says thank you after this. But you know, you always have to help your enemies to make them feel good. So here I am. This is my standard thing, right? And this is something that I think I've wanted to show you guys several times on the channel. Is my standard 3v3 build as Protoss is I always go 2 Stargates and I try to get out a group of like 3-4 Void Rays and attack as fast as possible, especially against Zerg because Zerg has weak anti-air. Okay. Now I noticed here that my ally did a mistake. He had 2 depots raised, which caused his tanks to not be able to get out of this opening here. I told him to down his depot. So now the depot is down, it solves the problem, but he still didn't rally. He didn't, like his tanks are in a bad position. So then I ended up telling him to move his tanks. See how I'm thinking about my allies. So I blocked him, but anyways, they'll find their way out. So now I'm here finally. I'm focusing on the game. And I do my Void Ray tactics. So this is really annoying when you're Zerg and you're a little bit behind on tech. Really, really annoying. And can be game ending. So everything works together. Like my build order from the beginning, my defense, everything is angled at, okay, how can I best play to help my team and hurt the enemy that I'm playing against? You really have to have also a little bit of disdain for your enemy. Yeah, I could have stayed here, but I know what to do. I want to go here and do more damage. That's what I want to do. So that's my focus. I see here, oh, we have a nice tech structure building here to destroy. An important Hydralisk den, so I'm going to do that. Get rid of the Spire Crawler first. And then I want to get rid of this. and which I do. I killed the Hydra that come to cause me some pain. Here it's not a very easy defense because there's a Spire plus three Hydras. This can do damage. Plus there's Queens in the back. But I don't think he's managing it very well. Plus I have quite a few Void Rays now. Anyways, I see the Spore Crawler and I decide to focus it down. Could be a bit of a mistake, but you got to do it and do it with the timing of the prismatic alignment. Now it's less like big trouble for purple. Purple, orange is trying to help here, but I have good enough micro that if I'm attacked, I'm not going to not attack him. I'm going to. So red is like telling me what to do. This is what's annoying about some allies. I mean, they won't all do this, but it's annoying. Of course, I know to attack the base. I just decided to attack the spawning pool first. So right now, purple has no buildings, guys. Yellow finally gets involved and sees that his ally needs help after there's no bases left. Maybe he didn't have any Hydralisk. I should come back here and hit this. I should have done that. But my idea was to kind of like... Oh, just don't lose any. My idea was to kind of loop around and hit on this side. That was my idea. Now I see I'm being chased, so I'm just going to go to a safe area. But you can see here that just with starting with 2-3 Void Rays, countering an aggressive Zerg player, you can see how I absolutely murdered one of them. This guy is out of the game for a long time. The only thing that he has going for him is that he has some drones, but... so Teal, our Zerg master player, counters with a pretty decent Mutalisk attack, grabbing some drones. This is a pretty big map, by the way. It takes a lot of time to travel from one side to the other. But you can see that this guy, he's a master player, the yellow. He's I think he's a master. He's powering up quite heavily with his very strong yellow. You can see what I'm doing because I know what I'm going up against. I know I'm going up against some Zergs, and they're going to be coming out with lots of anti-air, which is Hydralisk. So I'm going to create counter to Hydralisk, which is 2 robotics facilities, and I'm going to create my my robotics bay shortly here to pump out my Colossus. So I mean, Teal is doing an okay job here, harassing, and this is what you want to do, especially the weakest player, but he's not going to win against Orange. They almost seem to be like even numbers. But there's a very powerful Master Zerg player behind him, so his best recourse is to run home. Me, you can see what I've done. I've accumulated extra money and I've started to create my expansion on the lower side. And my focus is to get the tech. So now my robotics bay, and first thing I want to, like, we're putting pressure on them, so I'm not too worried about putting 100 cannons all over the place. Not 100, but cannons all over. Here I go. I set up my my defense at the bottom left. So I just have some minimal defense, but my focus is to get my Colossus out. Even if I don't have Colossus out right away, now I go for my Colossus upgrade and also my Observer Speed, because I always get Observer Speed upgrade. I'm not yet building my Colossus, but they're going to come. I'm positioning my Void Rays here. Let's slow down the action. Actually, let's do the Control Z, Shift Z. I'm positioning myself. Okay, so now here's the big fight. Okay, this is a big army, and they're 1-1. This is a massive army. The way we're set up here, we probably should lose this battle. We should lose. All 3 of us should lose to this. Let's see how it turns out. Red properly identifies that there's too much going on here, that he should run back, and he's got 2 Thors here. I take a bit of hits here, but then I know we have to pull back too. My idea is that, well, we have to pull back towards my defense here, which will help to defend and give us a chance. And this is where rallying units are supposed to be going anyway. See, there's some units coming, and that are being rallied from other places. There's 2 mines here, which should help with the defense. But basically, and you have blue here, teal here. Oh, wow, that is a lot of Mutalisks. That is a lot. and he's clumping them up. He's hiding them. Well, here we go. I am pulling back, and so is red. Okay. Now my cannons are involved, and I'm going to be doing a overcharge shield battery. There we go. Overcharge shield battery. And then I think this is pretty solid here on my side with the Void Rays and with two Thors working together. And there's an Immortal coming into the gameplay. This guy, he's just there to cut off the supporting units. So I didn't see that before, but that's what he's doing. And that's what a very advanced 3v3 player will do. So a master or maybe a very experienced diamond or a master, they will want to cut off the reinforcement line. So that's what he's doing. And so let's just continue to see how it goes. So here you can see the Void Rays are going to work, the cannons are going to work, the Thor is going to work also. You see the cannons are hitting, that's one of the key parts. I want to stay within range of the healing. And you can see that the Mutalisks are not getting involved at all. They're just cutting off the... So here, he's trying to focus down the orbital. No, he's not. Now it's kind of everywhere. But I mean, the Immortal's helping with damage. I'm going to lose some Void Rays, but main thing is to protect here the red. So Teal lost some Mutalisks, and Teal finally got involved. So I protected red. I mean, we did a good job protecting red, me and him together. Oh, he had so many tanks. Well, where were they? Where were his tanks? He has all these tanks. Where were they during the big fight? That makes no sense. Are they being built? Where are they? Oh, they're on the bottom. How many tanks does he have? Red has 13 tanks. I just don't know where they are. He's being attacked big time. Okay, so he's not making any tanks. Where are all his tanks? There's 2 here. Oh, here I'm also being attacked by orange, who's going into attack here. I mean, there's no probes here, so it's not that big of a deal. Where is this? Oh, they're here. So there's a huge fight going here. Oh, he's trying to bring them back from a long range away. Okay. Pretty nuts. So now yellow's on 4, purple's on 2, orange is going to be on 3 soon. We saw this fight already. Let's fast forward a bit. There's a successful fight for us. So orange is doing damage in the back. See, he's not attacking this building here. He wants to kill worker units. That's what he wants to do. There's no worker units here. It's funny because here there's nothing. Here and there's worker units. If he goes here, he would have got a lot higher return on investment. Okay, so what's this going on here? I'm only on 3 bases here, but my focus is getting a nice mix, a little bit more getting of a nice tech mix. I got Carlos, and I mean, we have to keep in mind that purple was dead. He had no hatcheries. He's like out of the game for a while. Red is replying to me at least. The guy who was telling me what to do earlier. He's replying to me, so he's coming in with me. It's easier for me and red to have a big impact because we don't have these crappy Mutalisks. We have powerful units. Red's coming slowly with this, where it should be GG. Especially with my Colos if they have their upgrades. So they have their range upgrade, but they have no attack upgrade. I'm doing the attack upgrade, and I'm doing some attack upgrades for the air units. So with this coming, what's going on now? With this coming through, especially when the Carlos get there, it should be over. So just a good example, guys, of the really the outright power of doing void ray rushes. See, Johnny or Yellow is gone. Everybody's gone. It's a really, 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 really fast GG. They just see the power here. Yeah, we have to acknowledge here that the tanks here is just super heavy, tremendous power. But even if it was not tanks, if it was other types of units combined with my units, it would have been over because I have the Kalos here are devastating towards most of the Zerg ground army. So everything except so the Zerglings and the Hydras, but so not the Roaches, but the Zerglings and the Hydras, and they really need the Hydras to counter the all these air units that are here. So that's a great game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a classic example of the power of the Void Ray early attack. Um, this is what I do almost every game. Is this something revelatory? I mean, no, because I'm not the only one that does it. But I do it, and I do it. I think better, quite better than average. I do it at a high level. But really, it's also not just really the void race, but it's what you do in the lead up to getting those get to affecting that attack. Kind of like doing the defense in the early going, defending yourself and your allies, and also knowing and understanding the map that you're playing on and the strengths and weaknesses of it, and the tendencies of players on those maps. So there's a lot that goes into it, but that is a lot of what I do, and it's effective. So when I'm playing, and Protoss is stronger and more dynamic than the Zerg in 3v3 because of the flexibility and of the air units, the flexibility and the power of the air units in 3v3. But what's fun about the Zerg is that they're different in themselves, and the tactics that can be used with them can be really really fun. Also, when you have the right skin upgrades, some of the units have really cool looking skins, and they have special tactics that are unique to themselves. So sometimes I like to use Zerg, and sometimes I like to use Protoss, but Protoss is more flexible with their dynamic air power. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. I think I have one more. Please like and subscribe, and also catch my next video.